Alright, hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Jess, if you're new here. Today I'm going to be filming a closet inventory and declutter video. So I've been meaning to do this for some time. My fiance and I are moving into a smaller apartment than the one that we're in now in about a month or so, and so I'm going to have significantly less storage space than I currently do. So I'm really trying to make a conscious effort to reduce my impulse spending habits. I'm always adding more clothes into my wardrobe that I don't actually wear, as well as trendy pieces that don't suit me. So I've decluttered the occasional thing from my wardrobe here and there in the past, but I've never actually counted and kept an inventory of how many items I actually have. I really want to get a tangible idea of exactly how many t-shirts, how many dresses I own, so that way I can actually objectively assess how many items I actually use day to day and what I want to keep and get rid of. Now, I wish I had a good excuse for the amount of clothes I own. However, I moved to the Gold Coast with my fiance about 3 years ago now, and I did a massive declutter before moving here because I had to move over with just a couple of suitcases to fit everything I owned. So the majority of clothes you'll be seeing today I have collected over the last couple of years since moving to Australia. I think I created an excuse for buying clothes as the climate is quite different here than it was in New Zealand. So I really had to adjust my wardrobe for that, but I definitely went overboard and brought a lot more than I needed. You'll notice now that my clothes are much more suited to a subtropical climate, which is the Gold Coast. So keep in mind when you're watching this video that the majority of my clothes are for fairly warm weather. Even in winter, it really doesn't get very cold here. Okay, I'm excited. So I feel like this is going to be a really good step for creating an intentional wardrobe that really reflects my personal style and one that really suits the climate that I'm currently living in. I feel like I have a really good idea at this point in my life of what my personal style is, and I'm really excited to actually focus on that rather than all the trendy pieces that I keep bringing into my wardrobe. Okay. So this is my wardrobe here. So I've got some shirts that need to be hung up. I've got some cami tops. My nursing uniform goes down here. So that's in the wash currently, and obviously I won't be decluttering that one. I've also got some trousers, some midi skirts, play suits, a bunch of dresses. And then on this side, it's kind of hard to show you actually, I've just got a bunch of coats and jackets. Now, this section of my wardrobe on the far side here, I share with my fiance. So he's just got this small section, which is significantly less than what I have. So thank you. But the rest is all mine. Now, I've also got clothes which are folded up on a shelf, so I'll show you them now. Okay, so this is my wardrobe with all my folded items. Again, I take up the majority of space here. So I won't go over the top shelf, that's just my swimwear, which I'm not going to go through today because that's another obsession I have in itself. I can do another video on that another time if you want to see it. So up the top I just have accessories and swimwear. This middle shelf is all tops. So I've got long sleeve tops, short sleeve tops, t-shirts, going out tops, fancy items. Down the bottom here, this left section, this part, is my partner's. And then this part is mine. So I've got shorts at the back, skirts at the front. This next shelf down, this section's mine, which is just long sleeve pants, so trackies, jeans. And then down the bottom is all mine, so I've got sweaters and knitwear down there. And then right at the bottom there's a massive pile of shoes. Okay, I'm going to do this the proper way, and I'm going to remove everything from my closet, and I'm going to put it into categories on my bed and make note of exactly how many items of each thing I have. Then I'm going to try everything in my closet on and get a feel for how it fits me, whether or not I want to keep it. Once I have tried all of the clothes on, I'm going to sort it into 3 different piles. So I'm going to have a keep pile, a maybe pile, and a sell or donate pile. Now, I'm not aiming to have a really small closet, 30 items or less, or anything like that. I just want a closet that really reflects my personal style, and I want it to be filled with quality pieces that I'm going to have in my wardrobe for a long time to come. Now, I'm not going to include activewear, swimwear, pajamas, or any of that in this video. Swimwear and activewear are another obsession in itself, which I think would take a whole video to get through. And pajamas, honestly, I don't own many. So you can see I've got items that I'm doubling up on hangers to fit it in my wardrobe. Just not ideal. Now I just have to go through and count it all. Alright, I have been through and counted everything. It's a lot. I'm honestly dreading trying all of this on. So, I have 15 long sleeve tops. I very, very rarely wear long sleeve tops on the Gold Coast. So, I don't know why. And most of those long sleeve tops I have brought since moving here. Someone please explain that to me. I have 10 t-shirts or kind of like short sleeve tops. I have 22 cami, singlet or crop tops. I have 15 casual dresses and play suits. I have 11 formal going out dresses. I have 7 coats or jackets. I have 14 skirts, 7 pairs of pants, 8 pairs of shorts, 11 sweaters or knitwear, and for accessories I have 3 beanies, 3 like sun hats, 1 scarf and 2 belts. Okay, time to try it all on. Okay, let's get this started. I am going to start on my bottoms and then do tops and dresses afterwards.
But mankind won't be destroyed. The fact that you and I are working here today is evidence of that. I don't deny there's some strange evolutionary process going on, but mankind won't be destroyed. The fact that you and I are working here today is evidence of that.
I ran out of time yesterday to actually sit down and talk through how everything went. So all of the items behind me are items that I'm either going to donate or sell. I actually did better than I thought I would. I counted everything up and I'm getting rid of over 1/3 of my wardrobe, which is more than I expected, so I'm quite happy. Okay, so for the most part, I felt like I was pretty decisive in terms of deciding what to keep and what to get rid of. And I think one of the main reasons that was because I was just so frustrated trying on so many clothes for, I think it was close to 3 hours all up to get to this point. However, there were a few items that made it into my maybe pile, which I've now decided what to do with them. So first I'm going to go over the items that were in my maybe pile that I still decided to get rid of and explain why. Okay, first up is this cream cardigan. It's really lightweight. It's almost kind of like crochet kind of detailing. It's Volcom. Ultimately, I'm getting rid of it because I just didn't find myself reaching for it. If I needed a cardigan, I was always going for my black one. I feel like I'd be better off replacing this one with something else that I would use more. So my plan is to get rid of this one, and in its place I want to get a button-up white shirt. This one was a really hard one for me. I've decided to declutter this silky black cami top. Now, a black cami top is something that I've had in my wardrobe since I was like 18. Like, it's just always been a go-to item for me, and it still is. The reason why I'm getting rid of this one is because I'm pretty sure I've had it for 7, 8 years maybe, a long time, and it's just starting to lose its shape and it's not fitting as nicely as it used to. I feel like I've gotten really good use out of this, considering this is just a Glassons top. It's not exactly what I'd call high quality, and yet it's really done the job for me for the last over half a decade. However, I feel like, knowing how much use I get out of this item in my wardrobe, it's time to get a good quality black cami top that can be in my wardrobe for the next 10 plus years. Okay, next up, and with a very similar kind of rationale to the last item, is this black t-shirt. It's kind of like a v-neck, just plain t-shirt. I don't even know where I got it from. It's probably Cotton On or something along those lines. I have worn this to pieces. It's just an easy thing that I reach for in my wardrobe all the time. It's just plain black, nothing to it really, but it's just getting too worn and too misshapen. It's not a quality piece, and I feel like it's time to let it go and replace it with something that's better quality. One of the lessons I've definitely taken away from this, especially when it comes to my t-shirts department, is that they're all some kind of graphic tee or bright coloured, or there's just, I don't have any basic t-shirts, and so I'm a little bit limited in terms of what I can mix and match them with. So it's a goal of mine to pick up some nice, good quality classic style t-shirts that I'll have in my wardrobe for a long time to come. Another item that I'm going to be getting rid of is this Reformation dress. Makes me really sad. It's a beautiful dress. It's kind of like mini length, but not too mini. Like, I'm quite a tall girl. I'm 5'9", and it's the perfect length on me. It's really good quality material. It's just beautiful. But it almost gives off a kind of slightly more formal, almost workwear attire. And I just feel like it doesn't fit into my lifestyle. I've owned it for a couple of years now, and I've never worn it out. And my last maybe item that I'm going to be decluttering really breaks my heart. So this is a Everlane cashmere crew sweater. It's really beautiful, really warm. I brought it in a size small, which is normally perfect for me, and when I got it, it felt good. It was definitely slim, but not tight fitting. But I feel like in the time I've owned it, it's just almost shrunk a little bit. I definitely say it would fit somebody closer to a size 6 or an extra small, which is just not how I want this to be fitting me. I want it to be a little bit looser. And I just know that because of the fit of it, it's not gonna get the use in my wardrobe. Okay, so now we're on to the maybe items that I've decided to keep. First up is this little floral mini skirt. So for me and my clothing style and the way I like to dress, I really enjoy that little bit of a feminine touch. And for me, I get that from things like little floral skirts and dresses, and it's just one of my favorite pieces to wear. It's just not the perfect floral mini skirt. So I'm still on the lookout for a perfect floral mini skirt, but until I find it, I'm going to keep this in my wardrobe and just have some fun with it. Okay, the second maybe item that I've decided to keep is this midi dress here. Again, it's a similar concept. I love a good floral midi length dress. I just think it's really classic and beautiful. I don't feel like this dress is the perfect dress for me. The main reason why I'll be looking to replace it is just, it's kind of got the stitching, underbust stitching, and because I have a slightly bigger chest, this just doesn't sit in the right place, and it kind of cuts me off a little bit, and I don't love how that looks. So I will be replacing this one at some point. I know what I want. It'll either be like a blue, a green, maybe a nice purple midi length floral dress. The last item that was in my maybe pile that I have decided to keep is this leather jacket. So this is a Petal and Pup jacket. It's a really nice jacket. I love the style. I think the main reason it's not perfect for me is because it comes quite short on the arm, and I'm not sure if that's just because I'm really tall or if that's just the way it's designed, but for me that's not the perfect leather jacket. I'd much rather have slightly longer sleeves. But I also love having a leather jacket in my wardrobe. And until I find that perfect leather jacket, I don't see the point in getting rid of this one. So I'm just going to use it and enjoy it until I find that perfect one for my wardrobe. Alright, so now it is time for some numbers. My total inventory of clothes before I decluttered was 140 items. After I decluttered, my total inventory of clothes is 91 items. So I'm getting rid of 49 items of clothing from my wardrobe. So the main lessons I learned about my own personal style and what suits me and what I enjoy wearing are that I was really favouring the oversized items. I love the oversized t-shirts, I love the dresses that were a little bit looser. Also discovered that there's one neckline that's kind of like just a square neckline that goes across like this. That really does nothing for me. A lot of the items, a lot of the dresses and a lot of the kind of cami tops that I got rid of had that neckline. So something I'll keep an eye out for in the future when it comes to buying more items. I also noticed that I really decluttered a lot of the kind of skimpy, revealing items that I own, in particular the tops. I just don't particularly enjoy having everything completely out on display anymore. I don't know if that's a sign of me getting older. I'm 28, so I'm not a little spring chicken anymore. But I just feel more comfortable in clothes that are a little more modest. Now, one thing that I was really proud of actually, when going through my closet was my colour palette. It looks like I finally learnt my lesson. I know what colours suit me. I really gravitate towards, your basics, your black, white, grey. I like a little bit of a kind of beige colour. But for colour, I love greens, blues, a little bit of purple and pink here and there, but I really steer clear of reds and oranges and yellows. And there is pretty much none of that in this wardrobe, which is perfect because whenever I've brought those items in the past, I've regretted it. It doesn't suit me or my skin tone. I definitely suit cooler colours the best, and it's what I feel the most comfortable in. Okay, so this is my wardrobe now. I have my slightly fancier tops that need to be hung up over here. So I've got some long sleeve tops, I've got some cami tops, and then I've got one hanger here for when I get that black cami. Again, this is where my nursing uniform belongs. And these are all the hangers from everything I've decluttered, which is quite cool. Got pants here. I've got midi skirts here. I've got my short dresses, my knit dresses, and then these are my kind of fancier dresses to the right. This side I've got my jackets, I've got my leather jacket here, I've also got my cardigan hanging up here as well, my denim jackets, my sporty jackets, my parka, and a raincoat. Moving on to my folded clothes, starting down the bottom, I've got my sweaters and my only remaining knit. I've got my jeans and my trackies. I've got a much smaller pile of shorts and skirts. And then moving up here, these are my t-shirts now, much smaller. I've got my slightly fancier tops, kind of tank tops here, my more basic tank tops, and then I've got some kind of casual long sleeves and then some fancier long sleeves at the back. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos like this. And if you decide to do a wardrobe declutter yourself, please let me know in the comments how it went. Again, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you next week.